just got broke off. Got him. Got him. Got one. Got one. There we go. He's way over there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think that one got himself. Got something giant. That doesn't suck. Got one. Got one. Pow! Hello, glorious, crystal clear, spring-fed micro creek that leads to a spillway. How the hell are you today? You also got a spillway back there that is one of the best on the creek in my opinion, and some of the biggest fish I've ever seen have came out of that spot, and we will eventually work there. But for now, we're gonna start here, work down, then work up. See you there, stuff and things, pow. I know, sunglasses. It's a weird sight, but water's real clear and it's sunny, so it'll help me see them. I haven't seen any yet, but it might help me see them. Anyway, what is going on, you dirty old stash bags? It is me, and I am actually in the middle of another tour, not another catch or die tour, just kind of a northwest tour. It's coming up, keep an eye out for it. We've done pretty decent. Today was actually really good, but yeah, I figured I'd take a break to come to one of my favorite creeks. I usually come here on Father's Day every year and have for a very long time, but this year, Frankie had to get married and I was his best man, so I couldn't come. I guess weddings are hard to reschedule, but I don't regret it. Frankie's wedding was a blast. Congrats to Frankie and his wife, Cassie. But anyway, enough about life and stuff. We are here. It's a long way from home. It's about 4.5 hours from my house, so it's a long way, but like I said, we were doing other stuff, so don't worry about that. It was worth it so far, and yeah, we'll see if it's worth it again, but this looks a lot different. This whole wall thing here wasn't there before, so I don't know if that's gonna help or hurt the cause. It actually looks a little deeper than normal, so you'd think it would help the cause. I'm not sure when they built that. For some reason, it looks really old, but I was here 2 years ago and it wasn't here. But anyway, let's catch some fish. There is a fish I only get to catch once a year that lives in this creek, so let's try to catch it, and maybe some other things. Stuff and things, all right. I've only ever caught 2 species out of this creek. I'm not sure if there's even any other species in this creek, because I've caught about 1,000 fish out of this creek, and I haven't caught anything else, and I fish with night crawlers. Usually if you fish with night crawlers, usually if you fish with night crawlers, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Usually if you fish with night crawlers, you catch everything that lives there, so. I forgot my night crawlers. I gotta walk like 1/10 of a mile back to my truck to get my night crawlers. Be right back. Alrighty, we're back. We got our tripod too. And we got crawlers. We have another box in the truck. I probably should have grabbed those too, because we might run out if there's as many fish as there normally is, but it actually, surprisingly, looks worse than normal. I wasn't expecting there to be new construction in this neck of the woods, but I'm wrong a lot, so yeah. I think we'll still catch some. But once again, I'm long enough. I've been fishing all day. Words are hard. Let's find out. I'm gonna start with 2 split shots. Small hook night crawler. See if we can't get them that way. Might have to take a split shot off or add a split shot here and there, just based on current, you know. But we're gonna try here, then we're gonna go down to the right, I think, and then we'll go to the real good spot at the end. Not even chitting you. Some kid caught a 10-pound rainbow at the spot to the left. It's been a while, and I think he kept it, but there was one there at one point. Maybe it wasn't 10 pounds, but it was like at least 8, I think. Huh. Didn't get an instant bite, which is concerning, but there's a lot of creek to fish, so. We'll find him somewhere and we'll catch him at some point. And I can see everything with these sunglasses, and I'm just not seeing them. I never used to be able to see them, but I never had sunglasses either. So that was probably why. Oh yeah, discount code stache on Waterlands. They have prescription ones if you email them. That is what I'm wearing, is the prescription ones. They're actually pretty comfortable, nice sunglasses. I'd wear them more, I'm just not a huge fan of sunglasses. Any hoodles, enough about sunglasses. We got some figuring out to do. What is that, Pipsqueak? He's kind of cool looking though. I don't know if they're like a different strain of rainbows in here. This is not what I'm talking about ones that I never get to catch, but I mean, look at little buds, little spots. It's got bigger spots than normal. It's only on the small ones, so I assume that's kind of just a thing that happens when they're juveniles. They're also a little bit weaker when they're juveniles. There you go, bud. Well, I can see him pretty good. He must have just shot out from under that thing. Definitely not the biggest fish to start out with, but it was in fact a fish. That was another fish. Seemed a little better. All right, I'm in complete and utter disbelief that that did not go better right here. I've fished here for many years, and I usually catch about 10 under that bridge. And I caught one and I missed one. Now, usually I don't catch any down here, so hopefully it's reversed. I got a bite and I hit myself in the dick. Or it sure felt like a bite anyway. There we go. A little better. Hopefully he didn't swallow it because I didn't bring my pliers down. So I wasn't planning on walking down this way so soon, but I would imagine he probably swallowed it because I think he bit long before I set the hook. All right, Bud's pretty small and he's not bleeding, so I'm just gonna snip the line and root for him. He's got a hook in him, but if you try to rip it out of them, they're done. And I don't really like eating trout that much. With that being said, if a bigger one swallows it, I'll probably keep it and eat it or take it home to my dad or something. But pretty fish, cool spot. Let's catch some mo and stuff. Alrighty, we made it, and it is definitely busted. It's probably part of the problem. Right through here doesn't look as deep, so down there wasn't as deep. Might still catch them though. There's one. Been seeing like a lot of either small trout or I thought that was a fish. Some sort of minnows. They don't appear to be worth catching. Never seen that fish that small swimming around though, is what I'm getting at, which is also concerning. But we'll keep trying, you know? Keep on trying. Hitched up the skippies, now we got a little bit better angle. Probably scared a few of them, but there should be more. That was a rock. That's a fish though. What is that? What did they stock them as? Or I guess if they're native, they just spawned or something, huh? It took a lot of casts in there to catch that little tiny feller. We just waded through some pretty deep water to get here and didn't bring night crawlers like an idiot. Luckily we still have a little bit left. Well, see you later, old girl. Hopefully you're better next year. Alright, well that was kind of disappointing. How many trout have we caught? Like maybe 4 for a combined length of 20 inches. That's not good enough. There's a lot of creek. I got 2 or 3 more spots in mind, so let's move along and see if we can get one of the rare ones and stuff, or a big one. A big one would be cool too. Can't tell how deep it is right here. Yeah, that's deep. I got deep fast. We're in a spider web, but this spot looks pretty good. We also just dirtied up the water. It still looks pretty good. I just like sunk to the... Oh, that got deep fast. It didn't look deep because all the debris and... Oh, that's a fish. Another one of the squeakers, but it is a fish. Oh, came off good. Didn't even have to touch him. There's all this debris and stuff here, so it didn't look very deep. But boy, oh boy, was I wrong. The wettest my jorts have got yet. This looks like a hole that might have 2 fish. Could be wrong though. I was right. My reel's doing weird stuff, but that seems a little better. Dang it. It's not better. Another little squeaker. Alright, little Timmy, calm down. You alright? Well, we caught 2 fish out of 1 hole. That's kind of nifty, I guess. Come on. 1 cool species or 1 bigger fish. I know you guys are in here somewhere. A little bit. Oh my gosh, did you guys see that jump? That was intense. Not better, but prettier. Holy crap, look at that little bud. Still tiny. Fought hard. But that's probably the prettiest one yet. And we caught 3 fish out of 1 hole. Somehow we hooked him under the jaw. Look at that stripe. Little striped bud. I feel like his stripe was more prominent on the other side. I should have released him that way. But oh well. Alright, well, we're doing something. Things are looking up a little bit. Definitely looking up a little bit. Beep, beep. Oh gosh. I just hammered it. It's like a little back pool right here, and there seems to be a few fish in it. Nightcrawler's looking pathetic. Put a new one on. I'm gonna fish this pool a little bit longer. See if we can't get a couple more, then on to the next one. Hopefully Browntown. Oh wait, I was trying to keep the suspense. All right, whatever, we're trying to catch a brown trout. One of the very few places you can catch a brown trout in Nebraska. Right here. So far we haven't done it, but we might. They're loaded in there. They're the pipsqueaks, but it's every drop. This is how they're supposed to be, and it really makes me think that in all the other spots that were terrible, there just weren't any fish, because they have a hard time saying no. They see crawler, they eat crawler. Not quite as pretty. Still not a stalker though. It's got its side fin. Maybe they quit stocking this place. That would explain a lot. I don't know. I'm enough speculating. Let's just keep weeding through them. How many is that I've hooked in that hole? 3, 4? I feel like I've pulled my backpack off like 10 times to get a night crawler, so it's got to be up there. Gotta be up there. I mean, still fun. Thought for a second this one might be better. Oh, it's tiny, but it's a brownie town. Brownie townie. All right, we're taking extra good care of this bud. If we can. That right there is a Nebraska brown trout, boys and girls. Nebraska brownie trout. Oh, that is pretty. Red spots, red fins. Not big, but he's epic in his own right. Most time the brownies get it first. Look how much bigger his mouth is. There we go. All right, that makes me feel just like a little better. I don't know what it is with the size. I mean, the size was never really good. Like, I'm not gonna lie. The size was never really good, but this is bad. Like, I mean, I'm still super happy I caught a brown trout. But, I mean, actually it's basically the same as always. It's just like it's missing the stalkers. It's missing the stocked 13-inch rainbow with their fins cut off that go batshit crazy. That's really all it's missing. So I guess it makes sense. They must not have stocked. Jesus, I think just jumped into the bush. They must just not have stocked them this year. And these must be native. I popped his eyeball out of the socket. He's not even hooked there. But do you guys see his eyeball? It's like sticking out. Still fine, barely out of the water, wet hands, but okay, we found a good hole. Most of the time I can just come here, fish for an hour for fun, and catch the shit out of them. Like I said, catch enough for me to be happy at that first spot. Definitely enough for a video, enough, so much so that usually I cut some of them out at the first spot. Like when me and Boo and my buddy Corey went to the spot we started at, it was just stupid. I mean, even Corey caught a fish. And trust me, Corey doesn't fish very much. But yeah, I'd imagine there's probably more in this hole. Gotta be getting up to 6 or so. Just really missing the stalkers, and that's fine. But the 13-inch rainbows and 14-inch rainbows, the stalker ones, in current like this, are a blast. But I mean, this heavy stretch right here, heavy current stretch, even those tiny ones go batshit crazy. So I'll take it. I'm feeling better. I'll stop whining. If that's all fish, it's giant. Oh, it's still on there. I don't know what it's wrapped on though. Shit. I still think it was one of the bigger ones. He's still on there. This might not be a good idea. Okay, he came off at least. Probably banged his head into a rock a couple dozen times, but there's so many fish right here. It is deep, but it's not necessarily any really that much deeper than some of the first spots we fished. Another one. I watched that one eat it. Pulled it off a rock and he just came up and hammered it. Alright, let's see if we can get down without dying. It's amazing after all this stumbling around that I'm still catching fish here. Pretty sure I got stung by a wasp too. Honestly though, in all of my backwoods forest creek adventures, I'm surprised I don't get stung by more shit. I find a bunch of ticks and get skeetered every now and again. I'm 99% sure I'm immune to poison ivy. Hey, that might be the biggest one of the day, sadly. I mean, it's awesome we got they can just disappear so fast. That dude just swam like up under this log, probably about a quarter mile up under the bank. But anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure a wasp got me when I was up there retying. Didn't really hurt that bad, but once I got in the water, it kind of did. Nope. About lost it. All right, I'm gonna put like a montage of me catching some more trout, hopefully. Maybe try one more spot to include in that montage, and then I'll let you know if I get a big one. My biggest fish out of here is a 20.5-inch brown. Before I started making videos, it was right up the way from here, and that's where I'm going. So there's another damn wasp. Why wasp? Why? That's where I'm going, so hopefully I can catch another big one. Okay, bye. Crazy little critter. I mean, I'm talking about loaded. It's like every trout in the creek moved here. That's a better one. Okay. I think I might have actually got a real one. Nope, just another angry one. Decent one. Alrighty, well, my camera wasn't on for it, but I wasn't going to use it for a thumbnail and title anyway, but 3 or 4 rounds of tubers, totaling about 20 tubers floated by. The only reason I wished I was recording it, like I said, wasn't for title or thumbnail, was because I kind of trolled them. It was funny, they were wrapping around the corner and I heard the girls gossiping about this one girl's job and how she needs to leave this guy and her life problems and stuff, and they came by and they thought I didn't hear them, but I did, and I was like, yep, she needs to quit that job and leave that dude, sounds like, or something like that. I don't know. It's funnier at the time. Me telling it as a story isn't very funny, but any hoodles. We found the hole. I'm gonna have to look it up, but I don't believe they stocked them this year or something. That would explain a lot, but this hole right here, I mean, holy shit, I need to get off of here. I probably caught, I don't know, realistically, 12 to 15, I'd bet. A couple decent ones, one brownie trout, and ended up being a pretty good time. One of my favorite places, and I don't get to go here as much as I would like. The fish aren't giant. I mean, we aren't here to catch monsters, but I mean, there is a shot at a monster, so I mean, there is that. But if you like this video, even though it's filled with tiny but beautiful fish, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe. I gotta figure out how the hell I got to where I'm at and how the hell to get back to my truck so I can go back to camp and finish this tour. But yeah, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Stuff and things. Pow. Goodbye.